Hey everybody, welcome back to Ed and Heather's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite soups, OxTail Soup. It's a German dish. They also have it in France and England. And it's very simple to make, it just takes some time. I'll be back in a minute and we'll start. Okay, so I'm back. What we have to do now, we have to brown up some meat. The original recipe calls for oxtail. Oxtail is expensive now. I cheat. I'm going to use neck bones and I'm going to use some marrow bones. So we have to have a pound of, or 1 kilo, 2.2 pounds. So I've just a hair under 2.2 pounds of neck bones here. And the marrow bones that are in the crock pot already, they have more meat, so we should reach the 1 kilo. Now this, we're just going to flour these up. I've got some olive oil going. We're just going to brown these up nicely. They're going to go in the crock pot. I'm trying to remember, the German name for this soup is, I believe, Ochsenschwanz. Turn this up a little. I'm gonna, oh look at that, that's browning up. Now this soup takes a while, it takes over 3 hours to cook. But that's alright. I've got some new toys to play with, see if I wasted my money today. Went down the flea market. Okay, so I'm gonna brown these up. When they're done, we'll come back and we'll start adding things to the crock pot. See you then. Okay, welcome back. Well, here's the last of the meat, all nice and browned up. Set these down here. Yeah, excuse me, I'm going to toss this one in the crock. No room on the plate. So, now, our onions. We're going to saute these up nicely. A little bit more olive oil. We just want these till they soften. That starts them sweetening up a little bit. Once these are done, they go in the crock pot. And don't worry, I'll put the whole recipe down below. I'm going to give a shout out. I got this recipe from a lady in England. Her name is Titley. Well, that's her YouTube name, Titley. Her channel is Titley's Busy Kitchen. Very funny lady to listen to. And she has some excellent recipes. We're just going to let this simmer a little bit. We're going to add a little flour. If you get a chance and you want to, go ahead and check her channel out. It's worth checking out. And she is funny. Okay, so these are cooked just where we want them. Softened up but not caramelized. This brings out a lot of their flavor. Adds just a hint of sweet. Straight into the crock pot. There we go. Excuse me. Now we're going to add a whole bunch of ingredients. But don't worry. I will be telling you, or I will have the recipe down below again. So you don't have to memorize them. Hey, I don't have them memorized. Over here I've got my recipe. Okay, so we've got a carrot, peeled, chopped. 1 stalk celery, peeled and chopped. 1 large turnip, or in this case 5 real small turnips, peeled and chopped. Get in there. 1/4 cup fresh parsley. That's this. Looks strange, I know. Now, Heather, can I have the soup stock?
Sure. Yeah.
I got it. 500 cc's soup stock. Beef, thank you very much. Obviously, this is not a vegetarian meal. I'm going to add 1 liter. Let's see. How much is that? It's not quite 5. Okay, 1 liter, 1,000 milliliters, 1,000 cc's water. That all goes in there. Yeah, a lot of things in here. Made a mess. Nothing new there. Okay. 2 tablespoons tomato paste. This is neat. Comes in a tube. I never knew this. My wife pointed it out to me. She learned it from someone on TV.
Rachel Ray. Thank you.
Okay. 1,
You
2.
save, sorry. You save a lot of tomato paste that way. But don't put it in your bathroom or you'll mistake it for toothpaste.
No, thank you.
No.
I wouldn't appreciate that. Okay. Now we're going to go down 1 bay leaf. 1, not 2. I learned to count somewhere. Teaspoon of salt. Okay. Here's a teaspoon. Teaspoon of thyme. Dried. Will that fit in? No. Of course not. Pinch more. Okay. 3 cloves. I just thought this was bizarre, but it works. 1, 2, 3. See, I told you I can count. And now the black pepper. It says 1/4 teaspoon. Whoa. That's almost nothing. There we go. 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm supposed to add all this flour to it. Now, I guess that's to thicken it. It doesn't look very appetizing, does it? A lot of soups don't when they first start. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this in, then we're going to put it on to simmer. Let it cook for 3 hours. I'm not going to make you watch that. So I'll see you in 3 hours. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So, it's been 3 hours. This has been simmering nicely. Whew, hot. Hey, using a little common sense works. Okay, now, back to the cooking video. It's been simmering for 3 hours. We need to take out the meat and the bones. Hey. So, this is going to be a process, so we'll come back when I'm done with this. Okay, we're back. We have all the meat out of the crock pot here. You can see we've got quite a pile of bones and meat. I'm letting those cool. Once they're cool, we're going to cut the meat off, cut that up. We'll add it back to the soup. While it's cooling right now, I'm going to blend this soup. You can take it out, put it in the blender, do it that way. I've done it. If you do that, be careful. You're going to burn yourself. I know I did. I got me one of these neat little mixers, hand blenders, whatever you want to call it, hand mixer. I'm going to try it. I've never used one. So, let's see what this does. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I think we're almost there. Okay, I want to do a taste test. We've been working on this all day. Let's see what it's turning out like. Oh, that's good. Needs a little bit of Maggi, but it's good. Maggi is a seasoning. It's kind of like a cross between Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce. A little bit different, but I think I have some right here. Here we are. There it goes. Add a little bit. No. Yeah, a little bit. Make a mess. It's a cook's prerogative to make a mess, as long as he cleans it up. Or she. Okay, that smells better. What do we got here? That's good. That's real good. Let the boss try it. I think I might need a little bit more Maggi. Not much.
Yeah, a little more Maggi.
I just saw a carrot in there. So I'll be mixing this up a little bit more. And when the meat's ready, we'll cut it up. And that's when I'll have you come back. Okay, so we're back. You can see quite a bit of meat came off those neck bones. Now we're going to turn the heat on this. I'm going to add these back in. Mix it up. I'm adding slowly because I don't want to get splashed. This soup is still hot. The meat's not, the soup is. I'll mix this. We're going to reheat this for maybe 30 minutes. Oh, and by the way, all the marrow from those marrow bones got knocked out and dropped in here. Look how nice and creamy that looks. There is no cream. It's just the vegetables. Now, the last taste test. Oh yeah. That's good. That's what I grew up with. Okay, so everybody, way you serve this, you're going to serve this in a bowl, obviously. You're going to serve it with some bread and butter on the side, and you're going to enjoy. Well, we're going to let this heat up, and we're going to have our dinner. We'll be back. I'm not sure when, but we're going to be cooking something good.